because until it gets into that soil, most of it's going to be lost. Okay, let's go. I'll show you the sprinkler. Okay, here's our comparison. This is my lawn, and it's beautiful green lawn. I think it's the best looking lawn in the neighborhood, and it's a big lawn. It's the largest lawn in the neighborhood. Here's my neighbor's. He's got a beautiful lawn, takes super good care of it, and it's about half the size of my lawn, but he uses about twice as much water. He uses about I don't know, 10,000 more gallons of water a month than I use. And here's my other neighbor. He's got a beautiful lawn, and he uses even more water every month. So yeah, 3 beautiful lawns, but I pay attention to how much water I use, and I use a high efficiency water sprinkler, which saves me an incredible amount of money because I am paying attention to evapotranspiration. With my water sprinkler, I put the water down into the roots. I don't put it up on top. Look at this. Here's one of my neighbors. Today is a restriction. Nobody can water with a water sprinkler today. Today is Sunday. Here in San Antonio, we're on water restrictions, and nobody is allowed to water with a water sprinkler. You can water anytime you want here in San Antonio with a handheld sprinkler, but not with a water sprinkler. So I guarantee you, I don't keep track of his water, but I guarantee you he is using an amazing amount of water. And this is where all the savings is. Okay, let me show you the sprinkler. This is a high efficiency sprinkler. I'll turn it on in just a moment. This is probably the most efficient water sprinkler made. I know it is. And it's called a hover sprinkler, and it will save such an incredible amount of water. I'll be back in just a moment. I'll have it turned on and let you see how it operates. Okay, this is the hover sprinkler. And watch this. Remember what we talked about evapotranspiration. Remember what's important is the water going down to the roots, not through the air, not on the blades of the grass, but down to the soil and being absorbed by the roots. Over there, how much of that water is actually getting to the roots? Can you see? He's got his sprinkler system going. I'll tell you what, most of that water, or a lot of it, it's windy out here today, and it's very hot. It's approaching 100 degrees. A lot of that water is evaporating before it ever gets down to the blades of the grass. It's evaporating in the air, it's evaporating on the blades of grass, and it's not getting enough force to go down through the thick grass and get down to the root. It takes a lot of force to get down to that root. That's what the hover sprinkler does. This hover sprinkler, it hovers right over, and ideally you put it right above the grass. There's no water that gets evaporated. And if you could feel the wind, you would realize that he's got to be losing a lot of water over there today. It's just a furnace blowing against that water as it goes through the air. So the hover sprinkler puts all that water down there. The grass is just gulping it up, and it's not sitting. Look, the blades of the grass aren't really even wet. They're not getting that much moisture at all. So evapotranspiration is being cut way down because the hover sprinkler, the high efficiency sprinkler, is putting all the water down there at the blades of the grass. It's kind of like a drip hose that you can carry. So all the water, but it's even better than a drip hose because it's forcing the water down through the blades of the grass. The water has some velocity on it as it comes out of the manifold, and it just goes straight on down to the soil. So I hope you learned today some stuff. The most important tool to use when you are trying to save water is to use your water meter. Learn how to read it, and every time you try something new, go out there and measure it and see exactly what type of success you've had. And that's the only way, by using your water meter and timing what you do and the flow rates, you can get an idea of how much water you're saving. Like I do it with my sprinklers and everything. I'm always using that water meter, and I know all the time what's going on. And then, like one time I identified a leak that I didn't know, and another time I identified when the meter reader actually passed me by one month. I guess the meter reader decided to take a little break, and I called up the water company and told them they put the wrong amount on there. And I was right, It's just kind of interesting. They never passed me up again. So anyway, good luck on your water saving. I hope that this video helped you a lot, and I hope it saves a lot of people a lot of water. Thanks a lot.